of the Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the national president of the Ghana Chamber of Industry, Mr. Stephen Mazian. It's a real pleasure to have the entire Ghana business community with us this morning, distinguished sponsors and partners. Talking about sponsors, we want to particularly thank Afrexim. Afrexim is the headline partner for the Africa Hall. For all of us who have visited the Africa Hall, Afrexim made that possible. I want to really thank Afrexim on behalf of the Nigerian economy for strongly support that initiative for intra-African trade. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and in particular, very proudly Nigerian Navy Band. It's Nigerian Navy Band. We stopped being Royal Naval Bands in 1960. So Navy Band, proudly Nigerian Navy Band. Before 1960, we had a Royal Navy Band. But I think it's very important to stress that when you were called a Royal Navy Band, I think it's extremely important to say so. It's most heartwarming for me to welcome you to the Lagos State Special Day at this fair. May I, on behalf of the Trade Promotion Board, Council and entire members of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, express our profound appreciation to the Lagos State government for continuous support, especially towards the success of this year. But more important, in the history of Lagos International Trade Fair for 38 years, our current governor has not missed one since he became the governor of Lagos State. Not even one. All through COVID, all the COVID years, our governor stood solidly behind us. And one year, he not only came for the ceremonies, he came as a participant to our trade fair. I was going around the fair we have had in the last 8 years. And I'm really proud to have a governor like that because I was embedded into the trade fair for the past 12, 15 years. And we just haven't had a governor that gave us the kind of support that we have had since our governor came into office. We are extremely proud of it. I want to thank you for it. Glory of Almighty God, the exciting events and business transactions for the past 10 days are coming to a successful end. We are now on the threshold of drawing the curtain of this great annual event. We are grateful to Almighty God for sparing our lives to witness this memorable event and for making the fair a success story. Let me acknowledge the remarkable cooperation and support we received from all concerned and the peace that prevails during the fair. It is heartwarming to know that participants had, and by themselves, saying they had very real business interactions during the fair. And as I said earlier, for the first time, we had the president of the Ghana Chamber of Commerce with us. It's very special to us. Some of us know our relationship with Ghana, and to have the president of the Ghana Chamber of Commerce with us is special. I want to thank the president of the Ghana Chamber of Commerce for being here. We hope that governments at all levels will continue to address the issues of enabling business environment in Nigeria, especially regarding infrastructure, insecurity, and the right policies to fix the key drivers of high inflation that we currently are experiencing. We need to do this to fully harness the vast enterprise resources of domestic and foreign investors that we see coming to Nigeria. I would like to thank His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR for honoring our invitation to the opening ceremony. At the opening day, he was ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Industries, Trade and Investment. I also express our appreciation to the Managing Director, CEO of Tafawa Balewa Square, Mrs. Lucia Shitu, for our continuous support, for our very continuous support. Mrs. Shitu, we really thank you for your continuous support for the success of this fairs every year. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I especially want to appreciate the Governor of Lagos State. We applaud the disposition and commitment of the Governor to promote close collaboration between the state government and the organized private sector. This is a plan that is going to transform Lagos, and the participants, members of the diplomatic corps, I want to let you know that this plan is going to transform Lagos, and Lagos is asking the rest of the world to be part of this plan. As we speak, Lagos State if it were a country, we'd be the 5th largest economy in Africa. With this plan, we can guarantee that it's going to move up the ladder. So Lagos State is a subnational that is operating at the national level in Africa. And this is because of the kind of leadership and the kind of quality of planning that we are part of. I want to express our profound gratitude to all the government agencies that provided useful and important services, facilitating the 2024 fair. We especially appreciate the police, traffic control, paramilitary formations supporting the fair, and particularly the Navy Band. The Navy Band are part of the DNA of the fair. They are here from the very first minutes of the fair to the very last minute of the fair for 10 days. Thank you, Navy Band. Let me also express our profound appreciation to our official partners. We have talked about AfrExim. All the other partners were highlighted, but AfrExim, AFCFTA, and ECOWAS are the lead partners this year for the Africa Hall. And the Africa Hall is the largest, the most important project for the Lagos International Trade Fair. Because for Nigeria, we have an obligation to promote intra-Africa trade. And we put that into practical expression by making the Africa Hall the most important project in the Lagos International Trade Fair. So we appreciate the support that AfrExim has put behind this. And every year, I want to tell my African brothers and sisters, we expect to see a lot more countries in the fair, because this is where we can begin to put into practice all the protocols that are signed by the diplomats, all the protocols of the AFCFTA. When you are done in the offices, it is here that the business happens. So we expect to see a lot more of our African brothers and sisters. And we are ready to do Africa Hall 1 and 2 and 3 as more and more African countries come to the fair. In conclusion, I would like to say that despite the numerous challenges that go with hosting a large exhibition like this, we have endeavored to ensure a hitch-free and successful fair. However, as in most human endeavors, there will always be some areas for improvement. We have taken note of some feedback on the strategy for 2025. We look forward to a bigger, better, and richer 2025 fair. And we expect all of you to be with us on Friday, 7th of November 2025. I thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, sir. I think the president deserves a bigger round of applause. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while we were listening to Mr. President, I'd like to inform you that while we were listening to Mr. President, the King's Mother of Lagos and indeed Yoruba land came in. Please welcome with me the Yeye Oodua of the Source, the Erelu of Lagos, Her Royal Majesty Erelu Abiola Dosumu. May I also inform us that we have in our midst the chairman of the foremost party in the whole of Africa, the All Progressive Congress, who is holding forth in Lagos, Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi. Please, a round of applause for him. Also in our midst, we have, ladies and gentlemen, our representative from Ekpe Federal Constituency. Please welcome with me Honorable Wale Raji. A round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we know the commercial and industrial hub of Lagos, by the performance of Mr. Governor and approvals, is moving towards a particular area that some of us are praying that when we grow old, we'll be able to live in that environment, and that is Lekki. We have a presentation by the Lekki Worldwide Investments Limited. And that presentation will be done by the Assistant General Manager Marketing, Mrs. Dayo Yusuf of the Lekki Worldwide Investments Limited. Please, a round of applause for her as she comes for the presentation.
The Executive Governor of Lagos State. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocols. We only have 5 minutes. My name is Dayo Yusuf, and I stand here to present the possibilities and the business opportunities and the profitable investment possibilities within the Lekki Free Zone. I represent Lekki Worldwide Investment Limited, and we are a Lagos State special purpose vehicle established to facilitate, promote, and manage the development of the Lekki Free Zone. The Lekki Free Zone was conceptualized by the Lagos State government in 2005 as a special economic zone, and it sits across 16,150 hectares of land within the Ibeju-Lekki Ekpe axis of Lagos State. The Lekki Free Zone was actually set up to accelerate the infrastructure development and create an enabling business environment within the Lagos State. It was also set up to attract new industries, new technologies, and foreign direct investment. It was set up to promote exports and increase the foreign earnings of Lagos State, and we also to create jobs, facilitate technology transfer, and promote indigenous participation in the industrialization of Lagos State. Why do we say you should invest in Lekki Free Zone? The Lekki Free Zone actually presents investors the easy access to the Africa's largest consumer market. We have over 450 million possible within Nigeria and West Africa. We present a safe and secure investment environment. We have a one-stop approval location for all our permits and operating licenses. Of course, Lagos State is known for speedy and easy business setup and licensing. We also we're strategically located within the Lekki Ibeju axis of Lagos State, which is a border town and the gateway to other neighboring and coastal communities. We have strategic infrastructure supporting the operations of the Lekki Free Zone. And of course, we have the Lekki Deep Seaport, which is the deepest seaport in West Africa. We also have the approved Lekki International Airport, and we have the Lagos Calabar Road. There are so many benefits open to investors within the Lekki Free Zone. And part of the benefits includes the fact that our investors have the opportunity to 100% own their foreign direct investment. They also have the opportunity to repatriate the capital, the profit, and their dividends. They enjoy waiver on the import and export licenses. They enjoy waiver on the expatriate quotas for companies that are operating in the free zone. They enjoy exemption from all local, state, and federal government levies, taxes, and rates. They also enjoy duty and tax-free on import of all materials for re-exportable goods and for components, machineries, and every other thing that are used for the Lekki Free Zone. They have the opportunity to sell 100% of the produce of imported goods, of the produced goods and imported goods within the Lekki Free Zone. We have the Lagos investment environment, and everybody knows that, yes, Lagos State is, we have the ease of doing business in Nigeria. We create access to local and international markets and so many other goods that we know about Lagos. Of course, we have a stable political zone. The Lekki Free Zone is 16,150 hectares, and it's been divided into 4 different quadrants. We have the southwest quadrant, the southeast, the northwest quadrant, and the northeast quadrant. There are various investment possibilities within this zone, and we have big images of some of the currently operational in the free zone. The southwest quadrant has over 65 existing businesses already operational, and over 75 in Alaro City. We welcome you and enjoin you to join the possible investment opportunities. We invite you to join us to create a sustainable future by exploring the various possibilities of investment in Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when Mr. Governor came in, I told him because of the paucity of time, we'll have to hasten everything up, and he told me clearly, but July, let them do all that we need to do. And we won't take much of your time, sir. It's time for us to give awards. And what we'll do is we'll take the awards that will be given by LCCI. Then we'll take the one that Mr. Governor will be giving before he takes his speech. So I'd like to invite the President LCCI. Please come up stage, sir. The two deputy presidents and the chairman Trade Promotion Board, they will be helping to just do the presentations for these various categories, and at the appropriate time, we'll invite Mr. Governor to do the presentation and also give us his address. Mr. President, sir, please, this way, sir. We have the exhibitor with the most magnificent and impressive outdoor booth. And the winner is Riggs, Nigeria. Please, a round of applause. Riggs, please. Riggs will have the state with the highest number of delegates, and the winner in that category is Lagos State. Lagos State, the Honorable Commissioner, please come forward and receive the award for Lagos State. And once you have received it, you present to Mr. Governor that you have done well. That is the receipt for all that you have done. All right, the exhibitor with the most magnificent booth in all five, and the winner is Indonesia Trade Promotion Center, Lagos. The next is the exhibitor booth in all six. The winner in all six is Omar Studio. Well, we're going international now, and we have the country with the best presentation, customer service, and conduct. The winner is Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO. All right, at this point, I would like to invite, once we have done this presentation, I'd like to invite Mr. Governor to please join in the next set of presentations, just 2, 3, then you give your address, sir. Thank you very much. All right. The President will assist Mr. Governor doing this presentation. And the exhibitor with the most magnificent number of booths and delegates in Africa Hall, the winner is Ghana Promotion Authority. Ghana Promotion Authority. Next, we have the state government outside Lagos with the largest product display. Ibokwenu. The winner is Abia State. Abia State. Finally, but definitely not the least, the exhibitor with most magnificent booth in Africa All, and the winner is African Export-Import Bank. Thank you very much. Mr. President, you'll have to go back to your seat. Deputy President, you'll have to go. It's only the governor that will not allow to go until he says a word or two to us. Mr. Governor, you are invited to give us your address, sir.
Thank you. You know, Bajulaye has the power of the mic, and so he controls and directs who stands, who waits, who sits, who gets up. So let's give him a round of applause too. This is one of his own side hustle, because he's also a very proficient public officer, and we're indeed proud of what he's doing. Let me, on that note, acknowledge very warmly all of our heads of government agencies that are here, our ambassadors, our High Commissioner, especially the Belgium ambassador to Nigeria, the Rwandan High Commissioner to Nigeria, the Kenyan High Commissioner to Nigeria, the Honorable Consul from the Republic of Bulgaria, the representative of Burkina Faso Embassy, the General Consul of Cameroon in Lagos, and of course, the President of Ghana National Chambers of Commerce. Please, they all deserve a round of applause. These are some of our international friends that have taken out time to learn and to share experiences with us. I also want to acknowledge once again the Chairman of the House Committee on Commerce, Cooperative, Trade and Investment in Lagos State, in the Federal House of Representatives, who is also representing Ekpe Federal Constituency, Honorable Wale Raji, the Chairman of the Lagos State House Committee on Similar Assignments, Honorable Tobu Abiodun. Thank you very much. Both of these are legislatures that are continuing to enact laws and provisions that are continuing to help both at the federal and the state level. Members of the State Executive Council that are here, especially the new recipients of an award, I saw her, Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Trade and Investment, Mrs. Fola Shade, Ambrose Merebe, thank you. There's a representative also, a colleague from Osun State, Honorable Commissioner for Commerce and Industry for Osun, here somewhere. Thank you very much for coming. We'll give you the key on how they do it in Lagos so that Osun Osogbo, you also can do similar things. We don't want it to be a Lagos exclusive. We actually want to spread it around and let others also have the benefit. Body of Permanent Secretary, thank you very much. The Chairman and President of Council of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, a very able, capable Nigerian, Mr. Gabriel Idahosa, FCA. a man that has been part of this great Chamber of Commerce for several decades. I know the hierarchy of command, you know, in this chamber, and I know that you've been part of it for a very, very long time. Through you, I acknowledge your predecessor, Chief Olawale, Chief Michael Olawale, thank you very much. Other council members of the Commerce that are here, Prince Bimbo Olashore, and all of you, Mr. Kunut, thank you all very much. Former President also, thank you very, very much. Representative of Oba of Lagos, thank you very much. Chairman of our party, thank you very much. I know that we have a brand new Minister of Trade and Investment at the national level. We just allow her to settle in for the week. Subsequently, we'll expect her to come and witness the largest, you know, trade fair in the country, to be, you know, a full representative. But I understand that she's just settling into her work, and so she had sent a representative. Thank you very much, Madam, for coming to represent Honorable Minister. And we know that this Honorable Minister will also pull out what she's, before now, was heading Ease of Doing Business. So she understands, you know, what are the issues, what are the pains that businesses are facing. So we'll be checking and we'll be monitoring her. Our best regard and best wishes to her. I also want to acknowledge very warmly my Secretary to State Government, Honorable Abimbola Salu Hundeyi. Thank you very much. Other captains of industry that are here, especially all of you that have received one award or the other here. Award recipient is really for you to do more. It's really for you not to rest on whatever successes you have achieved. It's really for you to ensure that it's an acknowledgement that yes, you're doing well, but we'll expect you to even do a lot more. So I want to congratulate all of you individually and collectively, captains of industry, people that are running our small, medium-scale businesses that are the real engines of growth. You know, sometimes people think that it is the Dangotes and all of the big people that are the real engine. It's you, the small, you know, employers of labor, right? Employing 5, 10, 15 people. Because everywhere, you know, I mean, in the world, we need you. Because a large corporate or government can never be able to recruit everybody. But once you have a small business, and from your own business, you're able to recruit or employ or engage 5, 10 people. Once you multiply it, then you are the real engines of growth. So I want all of you to give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, it's a Sunday afternoon, and we still have this large turnout. And I want to believe that, you know, Lagos work 24/7, 7 days a week, you know, without any form of apology to anybody, because that's the only way where you can have the full circle of the benefit of any economy. An economy that must be resilient, must be able to meet the needs and yearnings of its people. It's therefore my honor that I stand here on your behalf to thank you for the last 10 days that you've all been doing networking, you've all been collaborating here at the 2024 Lagos International Trade Fair. By extension, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry is the oldest Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the whole of the continent of Africa. And I'm indeed happy that they continue to lead in that space. I commend the LCCI for its dedication for organizing yet another annual event, and I want to congratulate the able leadership, Mr. Benson Idausa, FCA, the President and Chairman of Council, for sustaining this long, rich legacy. Some of his predecessors, you know, are here, and so you can see that it's a well-learned, you know, process, and some of them have known him for 25 years, and they've been consistent, you know, at doing this. Thank you very much for keeping the flame flying. Thank you very much, sir. And for sustaining the legacy and the success of the Lagos International Trade Fair for the last 38 years. 38 years. For some of our young people here, you can see the extent of resilience of the chamber. You know, for 38 years they've been doing this. This platform has consistently brought businesses together where ideas converge and economic aspiration truly, really come to life. And so this year's theme, which I'm sure you've all explored, connecting businesses, creating value, which sign aligns perfectly with what the Honorable Commissioner had said, with what our government's vision, is to foster partnership, real, to drive innovation, think out of the box, to be able to know that even with a local market, you can think but act globally. Know that you're serving a local, but you have opportunity to also serve a global market, and build an environment where businesses of all sizes can thrive. At the start of our administration, we recognized, and we did, that both the privilege and responsibility of leading a state with such vibrancy of over 20 million, it's a major, major, major responsibility. And we're a major contributor to not just the Nigerian GDP, but Africa's GDP. Under our team's agenda, they've said it, that if you analyze, the GDP of Lagos is indeed bigger than the GDP of a lot of sovereign states in the continent. But of course, it comes with its responsibilities and its challenges. Just over the last couple of days, the High Commissioner to Kenya, paid me a courtesy visit. Thank you very much, Mr. High Commissioner, where we exchange ideas. And I did explain to him that, don't worry, we do not intend to come and take over Kenya. Lagos remain where it is. But in terms of size and strength, we know where it is. And we said to ourselves that let us look at our comparative advantage. You have things that we don't have. We are a border, with water and the rest of it. And so you have rich natural, natural animals that gives you that safari edge, which is one of the things that we know. He gave me coffee, he gave me tea, which are some of the strong things, that come out of the country. We also need to ensure that what Africa needs is for us and each and every one of us to know where our strength is. The African Continental Free Trade Agreement has given us that platform. I'm happy that our Chamber of Commerce from Ghana is here. They are brothers just next door. And we all can indeed do a lot more amongst ourselves. We know that we need international market from the Asian market to the American market, but we can do a lot, amongst ourselves. And I'm happy that a lot of you are also here this morning. And so we set out to transform Lagos into a true mega city, one that completes globally and nurtures the ecosystem of growth and prosperity. We understand that a thriving business environment depends on strong infrastructure. Last couple of years, we have made significant progress. And if we say so, meaning that we've actually seen some bit of progress. You will never finish, building infrastructure. Some of the numbers that we see that on a year-on-year basis, if you push a total of $10 billion into the economy of Lagos, year-on-year, right, you will continue to still build infrastructure. There's still so many things that we want to. But we've seen that there have been a bit of changes all around. In road construction, in public transportation, in digital connectivity. We have attempted to raise the bar, to improve what we met, and we'll continue to do that. You are all witnesses to the 2 rail projects that were started, all of the red line, blue line that all of you are enjoying today. We want to do more. That is it. We're not relaxing, we're not relenting, we're not stopping at that. Before the end of the year, we intend to also sign another agreement with another one of the rail lines again, so that in the next 5-10 years, Lagos can indeed have 6-7 rail connectivity, with each one of them traversing different parts of the city. People have asked me in Alimosho, people have asked me in Ikorodu, are you only doing it for people on the island or in the west? I said, no, the master plan is there. It is for us to interconnect, the nooks and crannies of Lagos. My brother from Ekpe will also want his own. The green line is going towards that side. Everybody in the city-state must be connected, and that is our plan. That is the vision. We're also doing similar things in other forms of infrastructure, especially in the digital space. Fiber connectivity are going on in different parts of the city, which we believe will enable smoother business operations, and it will reduce cost of doing businesses. Lagos, you all know, is a city where innovation and resilience meet. They converge. There's several great creative minds that we have in the city, from the creative industry to small-scale businesses to innovators. Even we as a government will continue to help and help startups, digital startups businesses. Sometime in the first week of December, we'll be doing the 5th or the 6th session of our Art of Technology, which is a yearly innovative, seminar or conference that we do, where we bring tech startups in Lagos. We bring them together and they showcase what they've done. Some of them at the last GuiTech, which is the biggest world technology fair sorry, in Abu Dhabi 2 months ago. They were there, and guess what? They had sign-off. They had businesses sign off in tens of millions of dollars, all coming out from Lagos. And what do we do as a government? We enable them. We give some of them grants, so that they can innovate, they can think, and they can bring about solutions that can not only solve a Lagos problem, but solve a Nigerian and a global problem. So these are some of the creativities that are bound in Lagos. I will keep saying, and the chairman also mentioned it, part of our strength is that we have a 30-year developmental plan agenda, which we call the development plan for Lagos. It's a 30 years, 2022 to 2052. Very audacious, very forward-looking. And in that plan, part of the things that we said, and this is not with any apologies to anybody. My Ghanaian friends are here, my Kenyan friends are here, my Botswana friends. We want to make Lagos the human-centric capital of the world, where a Microsoft will think of 1 million tech startups, it will think of Lagos. Where the business, the big businesses in the world will think of where can we get engineers, where can we get skills that is of the future, and they think of Lagos. And it becomes a birth, a human-centric capital where, because we have the population, we have the young, dynamic youth, and we're providing for them, the learning and the training that will make them be truly, really ready for the future of work. These are some of the things that we see, and those are some of the things that we believe we're doing with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Under the AFCTA, we've seen that Lagos has a working technical, group to prepare our businesses to leverage, like I said, trade benefits within Africa. Africa needs to trade among itself. We need to deepen that relationship. Let us open our borders. Let us be able to interrelate, because we're closer to one another, right? And whatever it is, we'll now trade with other parts of the world. We've seen our Lekki Deep Sea Port. We're committed to making Lagos, a commercial gateway, not just to Nigeria, but to Africa. Sustainability remains a central part of our growth strategy, and we're making decisive steps towards becoming a cleaner, a greener Lagos, because that is important for us as well. We don't also just want a Lagos that will, there's some studies that say that by 2060, Lagos can go under. It will not, because not just that we're praying, we're actually also doing the right thing that it doesn't go under. So, and part of the things that you need to do is to have a strong adaptation strategy where, even if Mother Nature comes with some of the things that we see, because we have 183 kilometers of Atlantic coastline, there will be some bit of water coming in. There will be flooding when it rains heavily. You've seen other parts of the world. You've seen what has happened in Spain in recent times. And so we see global climate change is real. And so Lagos needs to be able to be resilient ready, adaptable ready, to be able to respond, to some of the global challenges of climate change. And that's why for us, it's a critical component that we need to, because we don't want our businesses to go under. And so you see all of it, all of our attempt at ensuring that people also build, within the limits of, what will make, our below the sea level challenge, not become, a nightmare for us. We want to ensure that all of the waste that you generate, about 14,000 metric tons, every day, that becomes what we can convert, to not just energy, to some sort of like a wealth, that we can reuse and recycle and rebuild. And so that's why we're speaking to businesses that are here, small, medium, or large. Whatever it is that you're doing, look at the end product of what you are producing. How recyclable are they? How reusable are your products? How reusable are your containers or your packaging? Because it's only when we do things that are, almost 100% reusable or recyclable that we're actually creating a greener, a more efficient world of the future. And we're preserving this, not for us that are here today, not for all my uncles that are in their 70s, but for the future, the 20-year-old, the 15-year-old, and the 25-year-old, so that for another 30, 40 years, they will have a city, they will have a state that they can still continue to. So for us as a government, renewable energy is critical, and waste management is a must-do for us, and we want to build an eco-friendly policies that will ensure that Lagos continue to have its pride of place today, tomorrow, and the years ahead. So micro, small, medium enterprises is also one of the ways like we said, will do it. And we're not attempting to compete with LCCI, but they are aware that during the first quarter next year, we also want to do a Lagos State, what we call a Lagos State trade fair for the rest of West Africa and Africa. We believe 1 or 2 trade fair in the course of the year is not too much for Lagos. So the LCCI, year in year, have done this for 38 years. We believe that first quarter next year, bright and shiny, Lagos also, using your skills and your expertise. The Honorable Commissioner was telling me now that they will come and borrow some ideas from you. But we want to do a Lagos State, fair that will also can attract, investors, attract businesses from Nigeria, from West Africa and other parts of the world. And we believe that it will also be another means of engagement, another means of collaboration, another means of partnership, to deep and grow, the medium, the small scale businesses, which, like I said, they are part of the strong, vibrant ecosystem of Lagos. We have other agencies of government, like Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, which is helping, people in that small to medium scale enterprises. They've given out close to 10 billion naira already. They've attracted, interventions with over 13,000 small businesses, already. But they want to do more. They want to do more. Please look for them, knock on their doors. They still want to help you. You're employing 4 or 5 people now. They want you to get to employing 20, 30 people. That's what the plan of that institution is all about. And it's just all about job creation, opportunity for businesses, opportunity for innovators and creators, so that you can indeed be self-reliant, self-sustaining, and you can develop, an ecosystem, for yourself and for your family. Additionally, we're also doing a lot of, essential training in digital marketing, in branding, just so that we'll continue to help, that to thrive, both locally and globally. A couple of days ago, we still chunk out almost 6,000 graduates from our skills development training, and we'll continue to do that, every quarter. Thank you very much. And so we want to commend LCCI again and again for creating this invaluable platform that connects SMEs to the market. It's now business to business, business to government, and the rest of it. And we want, to commend you for year in, year out, for connecting them to market, for creating real partnership, and for growth potential opportunity. The president said so that the government and my humble self, year in, year, I come around to encourage you. I come around to ensure that you see me as a strong enabler of your sector. And that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to, create, a sense of partnership with you. At the opening ceremony, my deputy governor was around, and so that's really where, see it as your government. See us as part of you, see us as a willing partaker of the challenges that you are faced. And our role and responsibility is just to make the environment a lot better, for you. It's for you to be able to think and do, those things that you know how to do well. Our commitment to engagement with the stakeholders is ongoing, and through our various initiatives at the Lagos Corporate Assembly, which the ministry also engage in, where we also bring you to explain to us what are the additional challenges you are facing. How well can we work with you to have a better, robust, business environment? And usually put Mr. Governor on the spot, because I remember at those corporate assembly, I want governor to do this, I want governor to do this. The governor is one person, but we'll continue to show up and be able to respond to those your needs. We'll use the corporate assembly again as one of the very veritable tools. We'll facilitate, dialogue among policymakers and business community. We see that the forum continues to grow year on year, and it helps to collaborate, our engagements with the private sector. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we embrace the theme, connecting businesses, creating value, let us also remember that this vision extends beyond government's effort. It requires the dedication of every entrepreneur, worker, and citizens of Lagos and Nigeria. Together, we believe we can build on the economy that grows and empowers, that serves and that sustains. I'm encouraged by how our businesses community has embraced the opportunities at this year's trade fair, and I urge you all to continue forging partnership, to continue to innovate, and to continue to push forward our shared vision of prosperous, inclusive, and resilient Lagos. Therefore, on behalf of the people and government of Lagos State, I want to thank you again, once again, for your continual support, for your steadfast commitment, and I believe strongly that together, we will transform Lagos into an economic powerhouse of Africa that we all dream of. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. May I say to our friends that are here today and to all business owners that when you see the waters coming, it's our mothers that are coming to say hello. You can ask from our traditional rulers and they will tell you why they had to come. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to whom much is given, much is expected, we have gradually come to the end of this ceremony. But before we allow Mr. Governor to go, to show that we actually had an international trade fair, we'll take Mr. Governor, sir, with your kind permission, sir, we'll take just 2 photographs and we'll have you here with the 5 elders of LCCI. The president, the 2 deputy presidents, the chairman BOT, and Prince Abimbola Olashore. We'll also have the secretary to the state government and the honorable commissioner for commerce. Let's also have the chairman house committee and the chairman, brother, daddy from Abuja will join us. Well, we can't leave out the chairman APC. Please join, sir. Thank you very much. After this, we'll take a group photograph with, the governor will take a group photograph with all the members of the diplomatic TTED. Our friends from Kenya, Ghana, Botswana, Cameroon will want to have you. Bulgaria will want to have you upstage with Mr. Governor. Mr. President, please, you'll have to. All diplomats that are here will want you to take a photograph with Mr. Governor before we leave.
Money eko akete ile ọgbọ́n arune nego mamaza eko arumisa lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ arune nego mamaza eko arumisa lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀.
Thank you very much.
Ondinero ní tèmíra tàtà rọmọlọ́lá. Your Excellency, I'm sorry. Ọmọdé kò rán mi sálẹ̀ gbẹlẹgbẹ ìlú Rọ́mà.
Thank you very much. Prince Olashore, please come forward to give us a very short closing remarks while we'll put on notice the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Industries and Investment,
my governor,
to get set for the vote of thanks.
Sanwo-Olu say kó di mega city. Sanwo-Olu say kó di mega city. Òkè làwọn ra fún ni ń gbé. Àwọn Sanwo-Olu.
Thank you very much, the Naval Band. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We want to thank Mr. Governor and we'll ask that we move the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. It is indeed a privilege to give the vote of thanks on behalf of Mr. Governor, of the Lagos State Government, and all stakeholders. Well, various beautiful things have been said by our indefatigable governor, so I don't intend to repeat that. We are very appreciative of your efforts over the years to make sure that Lagos State is central to the business community. But I also must say, by breaking protocols, to appreciate the international community as represented by various ambassadors here who had found time on a Sunday to come and make this a truly international trade fair. To the Executive Council member, captains of industries, body of permanent secretaries, your presence here is a testament to the fact that you are supportive of the initiatives of this Executive Council. Also, today will not be complete without actually recognizing the traditional rulers ably represented and our royal mother of the day, Erelu of Lagos. Thank you for giving Mr. Governor support. Well, this fair would probably not have been possible without our MSMEs. As many people has alluded to, they have been adequately well represented. A lot of them came from far and within to display their goods. This is why we are here. And I want us to borrow a leaf from the ambassador of Lagos of Bulgaria, that 80% of Bulgarian exports are being done by MSMEs. I wish Nigeria will also get to that point, and it's a takeover. And then we say this is Lagos. This is Lagos because we all listen to the way the captain of the industry in Lagos State has passionately reeled out his plans for you. Even though government has no business in business, but when you have the enabling environment, business will thrive. We want to say to the numero uno Chamber of Commerce, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, that you continue to make this a befitting event that many people will be looking forward to. Thank you all for coming. Members of the press, we appreciate all of you, and I'm sure it's not ended yet. Mr. Governor may want to take a tour of various stands. Thank you all for coming. God bless you all. Thank you.
Prince Olashore, please, on behalf of the LCCI.
The Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sowo, Chairman of the House Committee on Commerce, our distinguished royal fathers of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Mine is just really to give a few closing remarks as the chairman of the organizing board for this trade fair. So I really do feel very privileged and honored to be able to give this closing remarks. So it's really on behalf of the President, Council and members of the Trade Promotion Board of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry that I sincerely wish to express our gratitude to the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Honorable Minister for Industry that opened the fair, our distinguished royal fathers that are here, the National President of NASIMA, our valued sponsors and exhibitors. We are truly highly honored by your presence here today at the 2024 Lagos International Trade Fair. As rightly said, the fair holds every year on the first Friday of November. So we've already announced our next year's fair will hold from 7th November 2025 to 16th November 2025. And I look forward to welcoming everybody. In our quest to sustain this legacy project, we have found loyal patrons, sponsors, partners, and exhibitors who depend on us over the years. Every year, our list of sponsors is stretching to include the biggest brands in Nigeria today. And I must announce for this year's fair, Mr. Governor, we were able to attract 330 foreign exhibitors, which is the largest number we've had in so many years, in addition to 575 Nigerian exhibitors, totaling 905. I think it's really a testament that is confirming, truly confirming, as the governor said, that Lagos is truly open for business. So we really must thank our sponsors. We've spoken about Afrexim, UBA, the Dangote Group, Cherry Motors that have been part of it. And Mr. Governor, we had some special days where different companies came in to launch some of their products. So I really must thank you all for being part of this, and I look forward to welcoming you next year. Thank you very much.
Please, as we round off, we'll take the national anthem, and Mr. Governor will be allowed to make a visit to all the stands at the fair. The band anthem, please. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Sure. Oṣù pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ ọmọlájí ọmọ ìpín alára mìíràn tọ̀tọ̀ yìí ọlọ́rọ̀bùrájí ọmọ ọ̀dẹ́yẹmí mìíràn tọ̀tọ̀ yìí ọ̀dẹ́yẹmí ara mi oṣù pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ gbáyé gbàgbẹ́ òrò rájí ayé òfẹ́ nífọ̀rọ̀ àforí ẹni ọ̀dẹ́yẹmí gbáyé gbàgbẹ́. Òrò rajà ayé ò fẹ́ ní fọ́rọ̀ àforí ẹnu ara mi èṣù pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́.